We are going to go before the break quickly to the MHA for Portagrave, Harbour Grace, Portagrave. Pam Parsons is on the line. Pam Parsons, how are you?
Good morning, Daryl. Harbour Grace, Portagrave. You got
Harbour
it.
Grace, Portagrave. Sometimes I mix it up with a bit of Portagrave, Harbour Grace. What's on your mind today?
Yeah. Well, it just came from beautiful Portagrave actually just now. It's a meeting of the Heritage Committee out there, the Portagrave Peninsula Heritage Committee, and they're now convening, and they've obtained other services as well to show a slideshow and show a presentation, of course, on that proposed tourism development out there. As you know, called in previously just around Christmas time, around the same night actually as the famous boat lighting. Myself and my colleague MP Ken McDonald, we made a joint announcement of just over $154,000 federal and provincial investment for the Green Point Lighting Station in Portagrave. So now, those volunteers are doing just that. They're hard working on the ground, of course, having their meetings this morning on ways and to move this project forward. Tourism is huge. So I just came from that meeting, so certainly I just wanted to mention that.
What's the money going towards? Do you know?
The Green Point Lighting Station, the lighthouse down there, to develop that area, the road, down there to get tourists there to make it a tourism destination. Because as you know, Portagrave is very unique here in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, one of the most significant fishing ports in our province. And, there's a lot of beautiful culture and history there. So, there's a lot to build on. Those beautiful tourism ads that we see, we see them on the West Coast, Gross Moor and whatnot. Well, you know what? I'm visualizing, and I'm hoping to see, one of those ads featuring Portagrave because, we've got a lot of great, unique landscaping and culture and our people to build on out here.
I used to spend time out in North River and always took the kids down to the lovely little playground down there with the little trains, cabooses and little trains down there. It's a great little park.
Absolutely, and it's very unique, and it doesn't change with regards to the natural beauty there. So I certainly encourage everyone, if you haven't had an opportunity already, come on out to Portagrave. Our boat landing out there, one of the stats actually featured on one of the slides this morning. The famous Christmas boat lighting in Portagrave attracts about 30,000 visitors, and a year to put out to Portagrave. So I'm telling you, it's something to see, and there's so much to build on here in our region. We've got great tourism opportunities that are happening, and initiatives just down the road in Harbour Grace as well. The famous Catholic Cathedral is going to be converted into a brewery and a beer spa down there, and we're hosting summer games, the Newfoundland and Labrador Summer Games in 2020. So there's a lot of great things happening. And on that note, I'm about to go into a meeting now with the Bay Roberts Cultural Foundation, to discuss their plans and their goals, of course, to develop Bay Roberts area. But now an update. I know you got a lot of callers to get to. You got a busy show this morning, but I just want to give a little update on Coley's Point Primary School replacement. That tender process has recently closed, and now we're just awaiting the official awarding of the contract. And so physical work is going to begin, I'm told, on that, as soon as this happens. So at any time now within the month, hopefully we're going to see physical work, on the Coley's Point School replacement project here in Bay Roberts.
What's the ultimate timeline for actually getting kids into school?
Well, I think they're looking at the goal of 2021 to have children utilize that building. And It's going to be located next to Amalgamated Academy on Eric Daw Drive. So, it's something, people here in this area, they're anxious to see this happen. Everybody wants it. They've been lobbying for years and years. And, it's moving. I talk to the minister almost daily on this to get updates and whatnot, and I'm told that this is happening very soon. And the process is on track, so I look forward to that. It's something, like I said, long overdue here for this area.
And hopefully it'll be big enough, because it's what happens in areas that are growing and growing fast. Sometimes by the time the school is built, it's too small.
Well, you know what? That's true. We certainly do have an expanding population here in CBN in this area. Amalgamated Academy itself, that's the elementary school, junior high school, is actually larger. It has more students than Ascension Collegiate, the high school here. So, we've got, and that's certainly a great thing to see. We are certainly an expanding population. And on that note, I will let you go. I promise this will be the last tidbit of info. Tomorrow night, there is a fundraiser for the Conception Bay Museum there in Harbour Grace. and they're having an open mic kind of variety show type thing at St. Paul's Church Hall there in Harbour Grace. I'm actually performing. I'm going to help out, of course, for a good cause. And, I want to invite everybody in the area or any visitors, come on in, take in the show tomorrow night. We're going to feature a lot of great local talent. A lot of our dedicated volunteers are working really hard on this, to enhance our initiatives all over this region. And so, Daryl, you're a musician. You love this area. Come on out tomorrow night at St. Paul's.
It sounds like a plan. And if people wants to catch you for anything, that's a pretty good spot to get you.
Well, yes, I'll be there tomorrow night with my guitar, and I certainly look forward to that. And hats off to those volunteers putting this together. Beautiful museum loaded with history out there in Harbour Grace. So, again, I invite everybody, come visit us here in Harbour Grace, Port of Grace.
Volunteers, what would we do without them? Thanks for this, Pam Parsons.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.